Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy. It's 9:03. We're about to throw it on the FM right now as I am hanging out with some folks from the South Shore Fitness Center. I've been a member there for coming up on, I think, 6 years later this fall. So this is exciting for me. And I'm going to ask a bunch of questions that I've been holding in surprise. I'm just kidding. But
no, ask.
Yeah, here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5. It's 9:04. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy, and I'm hanging out with some friends, some brand new friends. I got Heather, and Sarah. I just combined you into one person.
I like that.
Hera. Hera, does that work?
It works. It's our new friendship name, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Hera, how's Hera doing today?
Hera, we are fine. We're great.
Doing good.
That's good. So at the South Shore Fitness Center, can you let me know what y'all's roles are there? What do y'all do?
Sure. I am a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor.
Cool. So what's the difference between those?
The difference between those is a one-on-one versus group. So as in personal training, you get one-on-one. They put you through a workout that's very personalized to your plan and your goals. And then the group fitness classes are larger. And
With group fitness, is there a class that you prefer? I mean, I know that there's all different kinds, whether some are dance, some are cycling, and all like a bunch of other stuff as well. Like, which ones do you do, and which one do you like the most, if there is one?
I'm a cycle instructor, actually. And,
okay.
I am group fitness certified, but cycling is also group fitness. So I teach the cycling classes and absolutely love it. I've been teaching those for almost 3 years now. It's a great place for anyone and everyone of every fitness level. It's just, I can't explain how much joy it brings to me to see everybody just come together and work as a team, as a family.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with those group fitness classes. It's just in the gym altogether, it's a family.
I'm going to say those cycling classes look hard. I've seen videos on Facebook, on YouTube, and they get into it a lot. Is that how it goes down at the fitness center?
Yes, they are hard, but they can be easy. It's all up to you.
It's so great. You're going to get out what you put into it.
Yeah.
And in every level, what I try to tell the members, when you come in there, whatever, if you just getting in there a lot of times is the hard part. And so if you've never done it, you come in there, you win.
Yeah.
And you just keep on coming. And you're going to make tiny little progress every single time, and that's going to add into big results. That's what matters. You just keep on coming. Don't quit on you, and you'll win.
Okay.
Yes,
I like that.
She's amazing, right?
Yeah.
I'd take her classes for sure.
I actually teach one tonight, 5:30. You should come.
Tonight at 5:30?
Yes.
All right. And that's is it called spin or cycling, or what is it?
Cycling.
Cycling. Is there a difference with that in spin? Or just what it's called?
It's basically all
similar?
What's the word?
I don't know.
Spin is kind of like a trademark. We're not allowed to use that.
Trademark.
So we use, we say cycle. Our cycle room is Cycle 3000.
How can you trademark the word spin when it comes to exercising?
I don't know how that works, but I do know that we call it cycle now.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the fitness center.
Yeah. And that, I guess you mentioned 3 years. Is that how long that program has been there? Because I remember y'all renovated something where y'all moved it and it was like in a whole new space and you can actually see it like on the floor.
Yeah,
we've
had that program for a long time.
Yeah.
And then they named it Cycle 3000 about 3 years ago. They did do that. They
when we got the new spin room.
The new spin room,
cool.
They redid everything. It's very dark in there.
Yeah.
Lots of lights.
Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. I was like, this looks brand new. Cycle 3000, it makes sense. And it just looks like you're in a party room.
Yeah,
I guess.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. And then you control the resistance of your bike. So when I said it's all up to you. Literally, it's all up to you. It can be super hard. It can be medium. It can be easy. But yeah, the cycle room's great. And then I also teach something different every day, which is really cool. So boot camp, the water classes, we have an indoor and outdoor pool. So right now we're obviously indoor.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty outside today.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, or I mean, even like probably next week would be a good opportunity to go into the outdoor pool as well, right?
Well, during the winter, we stay indoor.
Okay.
And then around April, May, we move outdoor for 6 months, and then we're indoor for 6 months, just the classes. But the pools, both pools are open all year.
Hey, here's a comment I'm going to read. This is from Amber Murphy. Her and her family, they own Butler's Courtyard in League City. She said, me and Lindsay Logan, which Lindsay also works at Butler's Courtyard as well. She said, work out there at the fitness center, and one of our favorite couples are both trainers there, Matt and Nova.
Yes.
Do you know Matt and Nova?
We do.
What do they do?
So Matt is the head of the fitness trainers, and so he's my boss as a personal trainer.
Is Matt the one who does the Ironmans?
He is.
Yes.
You can just tell. You can just look over at him. And it takes a different kind of person to be able to do, compete and do those.
But his wife, Nova, also does them.
She does?
And she's the chiropractor. Well, one of the chiropractors. Her and Dr. Dave Davis.
Yes.
And let me just say, Nova is, she has personally worked on me and my husband and my daughter. And Dave also. He's also worked on my son. And they are amazing.
Yeah.
They are amazing. And I grew up going to chiropractors as a child and have seen several different chiropractors. And honest truth, they're the best.
I agree.
Have you seen both of them also?
I've seen Dr. Dave. He's a big dude.
He's amazing.
And whenever I walked in, I was like, I need some help. I got some stuff going on in my leg. I was talking to Gabe Marino, who is one of my friends, and he's also a trainer there. And he was like, you need to go see the chiropractor. I was like, really? It's my leg. It's not anything with my back or my neck. And I went and saw him, and he's just like,
so
he
what
made
was
it?
Were you just like your hips were off? Or?
So my hips, hips are off. And what that did was I was playing a lot of basketball at the time, and it created these knots in the back of my leg. And the way to fix those, I found out, is to first, try and get your hips in alignment. But they take this big claw. I didn't even look at it. He said,
right. Don't look.
It's a form of Graston.
Yeah, they said it kind of looks like an eagle's claw or something. And
does.
they just like take it and they dig into those knots to let them heal. And
been there,
yeah.
But afterwards, it's awesome.
It's nice.
You feel great after.
It's so great because we have, the fitness center, but then we have the chiropractic office and we have the physical therapy as well. And we have a spa.
We have the Bella Vita.
And a cafe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and the bistro.
What's up with the spa? I've never been in there. I mean, I've seen the door, like while I'm by, I don't even know what the machines are called, but just hanging out by the play place, trying to watch my son as he has the time of his life.
Isn't that play place nice? The kids love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
My son, he loves going there. He's 7. And he has the time of his life.
My son is also 7.
Does he enjoy going to the play place there?
He likes the play place. He loves it.
See,
he's been going there since he was about 6 weeks old to the fitness center. So it's like they're like literally when we say family, they have helped raise him. So and the kids care.
Oh, the kids care is amazing. Those women have been in there for a long time.
I think Rachel is coming up this year. She's coming up on 28 years.
Wow.
28
years. How long has the fitness center been open?
It'll be 32 years this June.
32 years this June, the South Shore Fitness Center has been there. And Heather, you were mentioning you've been there for how long?
20.
For 20 years?
Yeah, May will be 20 years.
So whenever it first started, was it just like a workout gym, or was it mainly like what was going on with it? Because did y'all have everything like that y'all have today, back then?
We didn't have the spa, and we did not have the outdoor pool.
Okay.
We just had an indoor. So when I came in 2000, it was still, very nice place to work out, very family oriented. We've grown bigger.
And so they've expanded.
They've expanded.
Didn't they?
Yeah, they added some more outdoor tennis courts, an outdoor pool, the play place, the bistro, the spa.
The spa.
Yeah.
So you're different than, a typical, gym that you're going to see down the street, and in a lot of different ways. And that was just from the beginning. That's kind of like the vision, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So it's part of, the South Shore Harbor Conference and Resort Center.
Yes.
So it's, kind of geared more to the resort atmosphere. On our cardio deck,
a one-of-a-kind, privately owned gym.
Yeah.
On the cardio deck, it overlooks the marina.
Yeah.
So you're on the treadmill, looking at sailboats and watching the tennis players and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
an escape.
It is.
So speaking of the spa, I know you had asked what's up with the spa.
Yeah.
They offer massages there. They offer like body massages, facial massages. You can get a pedicure. You can get your nails done. They have a lot of different products that they offer there, just to
That's cool.
You feel refreshed and beautiful.
Yeah. So, to be a member of South Shore Fitness Center, do you have to be a member to be able to get the services at the chiropractor and at the spa?
You do not.
You don't. So you can just make an appointment and go in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can. And also, we have a awesome South Shore sales team, which is their swim team that they have there. And you also do not have to be a member to be part of that team.
Really?
It's a great.
What are the
program.
ages?
I think sales. It really. I think it depends on the child's ability.
Yes.
But the sales swim team, I think kids like around 6 and up. They have a developmental, and they also have, they progress. They
Yes.
From there.
Yeah.
There's levels.
There's some pretty serious swimmers that have come out of that, program as well.
Yes.
Because I'll see Gabe Marino, my buddy, just on social media posts like, hey, so-and-so came down from University of Texas San Antonio. They get these scholarships to go swim in college, and they, I guess was their passion because they participated probably in school, and I know with the South Shore Sales.
Absolutely.
Well, that's really neat. I never think about that. Like, I'm going to get a scholarship in swimming. I need to get my son into swimming.
Right.
Oh, swimming is good too, and it's great to
sales.
do also like in between different sports.
Yeah.
It keeps you strong.
It's
great.
good. It's great exercise.
It's great exercise.
Yeah, one of our personal trainers, her son, he's going to be a golf pro one day. Hunter Dratz, but he was swimming in that program too, like in between, golf season and stuff.
Speaking of Hunter, did you see the paper yesterday?
Did he get first?
He did.
In what?
Tournament?
In golf or?
Yes, in golf. The boys, I think
the Creek boys.
Ah, okay.
They had gone to an invitational tournament, and I think overall for the Creek they came in second, and Hunter came in honors for boys.
That's awesome. That's very cool.
So it was really cool.
I'm not
really
a golfer.
Proud of him.
I'm not a golfer.
I'm not either.
I took it in college, and
you did?
I did.
Did you learn
Just one
anything?
class. Yeah, I did. So I can hang with the hubs.
Okay.
Now, but I don't get invited too often.
My wife played in high school, and I went to like the meeting to see like if I wanted to join the golf team, and I was like, I don't think so. This sounds expensive, and I feel like I'm going to be real bad, and I don't like being bad at stuff. I'd rather just be good, like automatically not put the work in.
That's so funny. So when you're at the fitness center, what do you like to do? Do you do weights? Do you do cardio? What's your favorite?
So I was doing a ton of basketball, right? I like playing basketball, and then I started getting these knots in my leg, and I realized that maybe I shouldn't be doing as much basketball. But what I do is I'll do the weights. I just kind of go down to the weights, and then I think we called them the free motion machines, which I know there's some new equipment coming in because I saw signs literally everywhere. If you missed a sign, you walked in and you don't realize that February 16th through the 20th that there's some new equipment coming in, then you need to like put your phone down and like look around because
they're up on our TVs too.
They're everywhere.
Got 'em up there. Yes.
Yeah, there's TVs in the front now. There's all kinds of stuff that just gets like sprinkled in. So whenever it comes to the new equipment, what is it? It's in February. There's going to be some new stuff coming in. Do y'all know?
Well, yes.
Are you allowed to share?
Well, the great thing is that, there's constant research going on about how to train the muscles, how to train the body. And then from that research, engineers go and they build new equipment that's helps your body build that muscle better.
Yes.
And so it's important to continue to, in with the new, out with the old. And so it's exciting because it's going to be newer, greater, safer ways to work the muscles.
Yeah, I love it.
With new equipment.
Yeah, as somebody who has, a membership there, you can appreciate because you'll always put new stuff in. You don't have to wonder, where's all my, I'm paying for a membership here, but there's always like new programs added. And then there's the one that we talked about it just for a second before, but it just started like, I'm going to say a month or 2 or 3 ago. The Red Zone. The Red Zone.
At the end of
last year.
What is that?
What is it?
It's a HIITS program, which is the high interval intensity training,
Mm-hmm.
where high intensity of working out with shorter periods of rest, and it's an amazing program. I absolutely I go down. I've been taking Brandon's class. I enjoy it. I've also taken Corinne's. I've taken Nicole's. Everyone that teaches that program it's amazing. You go down there. They have rowing machines down there. They have skill mills, and you wear your heart rate strap. They have the TVs up there so you can see what zones you're in.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if you're in the yellow or the red zone, you want to try when you're working at the higher intensity periods, you want to be in that yellow and red zone and try to get back to that, as quickly as possible after your rest periods.
So everyone has like a heart rate monitor or something on?
Yes.
You do. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty neat.
And then you're displayed up on the screen so you know exactly where you are. You know exactly how hard you're working, and the instructor knows how hard you're working.
Oh, yes.
So they can, pick up the pace and
Yeah.
the whole premise is that you overall, you burn more calories through this workout by taking higher points of intensity and then dropping it down for shorter. So the overall class, you're actually burning more.
So it's a smaller class, and it's also more of a coached program. So you have the instructor walking around the entire time.
Okay.
If you need help with your form, or you have any questions, or if you need just that little bit of extra push, like, okay, let's work a little harder, they're right there for you.
Yeah. Is it a competition? Do people get competitive? Like who's working the hardest, who burned the most calories?
I
Is that
really
something
feel like
that goes
it's a competition between you and you. So how hard do you want to work, and what do you want to get out of it? That's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. Because when you go in there and work, it's not a competition that, is this girl next to me stronger or better? You are who you are. You work on you. And as long as you beat that girl that you were yesterday, you're winning. Or
Okay.
guy.
Or guy.
Yeah. I feel like there is some competition. I know I would end up being that way. And I'm not even like an overly competitive person, but I would just be like, I want to be one of the top.
Yeah, I'll be
burning,
honest. So
working.
in the cycle room, it's kind of the same way. You have the screens. You have an avatar on
nice.
a bike. It's so cool. But yeah, I'll be honest.
So
you know your numbers, and I'm looking like, oh, okay, Heather, you can push a little harder to get up there. And
Mm-hmm.
So there is a program that we use both in the Red Zone and in the Cycle 3000, and it's called Spivey. And it's an app that the members can download on their phone, and you can just you can follow your progress. I absolutely love Spivey. It shows like what you did yesterday, like how hard you worked today, the zones you were in.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you different graphs. Also
how many
shows
calories
like
you burn.
how many calories you burned, where you placed. And there's also settings there, kind of like you have like on your Apple phone. You can turn things off and on. So if you don't want to be seen on the screen, you don't have to be. You can turn that off. So it's not like, if you're really like, I'm not here for a competition, I'm just here to come and ride and turn it off. Nobody can see you. Nobody can call you out.
Yes.
But if you are there for a competition,
Then I'm
leave
there.
it on and crank up that
Then go.
resistance and win.
All right. So here's a question that came in. This is from Jazz. She asked, do y'all have a heated pool? And also, is there lanes like for laps so you can do that in the pool as well?
Yes, the outdoor and indoor pools are both heated. And, they have lots of lanes for lap swimmers.
Okay. I've never been in the pool.
What?
I've never been in the pool.
Come on, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Come
I need
take
to
my
go.
class Thursday, tomorrow at 9.
So you have, what class? Is it a pool class?
She teaches the water class.
It's a water class every day at 9 a.m. The water, so it's in America, we've got this really bad stigma, right? Like water aerobics is for, older population, but it will kick your butt. It is so good, and the intensity on the joints is so much less. So you can work really, really hard, but not have that pounding on the joints. So lots and lots of endurance athletes train in the water all over the world. But yeah, we have a class every day at 9. I teach Thursdays.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's inside?
Inside right now.
Cool. I have to check that out. That seems like it would be fun. It's different, something that I've never done.
Different, yeah.
And that would be outside of my comfort zone.
I do like a boot camp style, but in the water.
Really?
Yeah, it's so
That's cool.
awesome.
That's awesome. Sarah, have you taken that?
You really can sweat in the water.
Yeah.
Yes,
She
you can.
teaches at the same time I teach on Thursdays.
So no, I have not taken one of her classes. I have. I've taken her cycle classes. I have not taken her water class.
Yes.
And
So
I've taken her boot camp. It's wonderful.
who's the range of people that are generally members there? I've seen it all over the place, but from y'all's experience, from being there, longer than I've ever been in the building before, who's the range? Like it's all over.
It's everywhere, actually. So one of our members that I'm highlighting this month, her name is Esther Barker. She is our oldest member. She just made 94 this month.
Mm-hmm.
94.
Yeah,
That's
she's
awesome.
there every single day doing weights.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've seen her. I've told people that's my goal because I've been to the fitness center before, and I'll see, there may be a guy in a Rolex and sweatpants, like reading the newspaper, like doing spin. I was like, I want to be him one day. That's my goal. Whenever I'm, however old he is, I want to be able to still go out, exercise, do what I want to do with the Rolex, it's like on the bike and make it happen.
That's
it's
the
awesome.
goal, right? That's the goal. Longevity is the goal.
And what was very interesting, about a month ago when I was talking with her, I asked her about, we were just having a conversation, asked her about medications. She's not currently on any. What she does do is take a lot of vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And she,
and work out every day.
It was just so cute because she looks at me and she's like, well, and I said, well, it looks like they're working out great for you. She says, I sure hope so. I spend a lot of money on those.
Yeah. But
it's awesome.
I feel like that should be the goal, just to be able to still do everything you want to do and have your, your ability to get around. And they always say if you, don't use it, you lose it. And
yes, exactly.
I go by that motto. Oh my gosh.
It's exactly true. I had, when I trained the older clients, they always tell me, I wish I would have started this younger. I wish I would have started this at a younger age, and I learned so much from training my older clients, and the fact that it's, it is about, what do I want life to look like when I'm 70, 80? Do I want to be in a wheelchair and having the spouse take care of me, or do I want to be able to take care of myself and still go out? And, that is the goal, and we have to start today.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to be Esther.
That's a good goal. Yeah.
Hashtag be Esther. Be like Esther.
94 years old and still able to go to the gym, lift weights, knocking out like pull-ups and stuff.
But there's also, there's also college kids coming in, on their break too. So the range is wide.
Yeah.
Every age,
I'll see high school kids in the morning before school starts. I'm guessing they're athletes, or they just want to, work out and make a change or whatever.
Yeah,
but
Christy's son, that's when he comes.
Yeah.
Like the 5 a.m., like when it opens.
Yes.
Hunter's there.
That's an inspiration, to see those kids. I was like, man, I was sleeping, like in high school, I wanted to sleep, wake up at the last second. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see. And I'll see I've seen some of those kids that work out there, and then I've seen them out like volunteering at different places. Like, hey, you work out at the fitness center. It may be your son. I don't know. But it was where was the event? It was an event at the Lone Star Flight Museum, and there was the organization was the Lighthouse Christian Ministries.
Oh,
they
love
do
that organization.
that gala like every year, and the Powells, Travis and Jamie Powell, they own the Chick-fil-A on 96. Had invited me and my wife to go and be their guest there. And so I had never been to a gala before, and then that one, and I saw like some of the kids that worked out at the fitness center, volunteering for that. I was like, this is so cool.
That's great.
They got it figured out.
I like that you said that, because I think this area spreads into every other area of your life, right? So if you can, have your kids and they're getting up at 5 a.m. and working out, then that's going to spread into how they see the community and how they see their teachers and how they treat their friends. And
it's good.
And the mindset that it takes to, fitness, the fitness mindset that it takes bleeds out into every other area of your life.
Yes. So speaking of giving back, I know that y'all had a blood drive there not too long ago. How did it go?
It went awesome. We were, it was on January 31st, between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m., and we were able to help save and sustain 165 lives that day.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Between 8 and 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yes, and that was with a couple of people that tried to come out and tried to donate and weren't able to. And my first time, my iron was low, so I will be going in about 3 weeks, and I have bumped up my iron. I'm donating in 3 weeks. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
My iron's going to be back up. You need to have at least a 38 for that.
And they test you before to make sure it's all good?
Mine was a 30.
Do they just prick your finger before?
Yes.
Okay. And it's hard. February is Heart Month, and I was talking to some people from the American Heart Association.
And January is actually Blood Donor Month.
Oh, it is?
Yes, I found that out just this past.
See, I did not know that.
Wow.
Yes, it's Blood Donor Month, and so in the February follows up with Heart Month.
Yeah.
And I love
There you
that.
go.
It makes sense. Have y'all done those blood drives before?
Yes, this was the 3rd annual blood drive. It was in honor of Sawyer Williams. And just so you know, Crystal told me to tell you that her and Jared said hi.
Okay.
Crystal Williams.
Yes.
Sawyer Strong?
Yes.
Yes. So
how is Sawyer doing?
Sawyer's doing great. He's doing another therapy session, and each time he does one, he just thrives more and more. He has continued to surprise everybody.
It's a miracle.
He's a miracle. Just, I mean, not only, his first 7 months of life, were spent in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first 2 months is when we had our first blood drive at the fitness center, and it was an honor of Sawyer.
Wow.
At that time, things were unsure, but we did know that, I remember sitting at my house one day, and I was like, I felt helpless, as did a lot of us, as did everyone when, a situation like that. And everybody wants to do what they can, for the best outcome. And the only thing that it just popped in my mind, I said, well, I had only donated once before that. I'd always said I was nervous or scared. And I was like, you know what? I was like, we can get blood. We can get blood for him.
So good.
So that's what led us to calling the hospital that he was at the time and going with the Gulf Coast Blood Center.
Yes.
And we have been with them ever since.
Wow.
I learn more and more each year, and I just love it. And I work with Lori Hartrick. She's a coordinator with them, and I coordinate it for the fitness center.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings me joy. I call it my baby.
Yes.
That and the spin room. The cycle room. The cycle room.
2 babies. Yeah.
Both of my babies. But the blood drive has definitely, it has a big place in my heart. I love it.
Yeah, I learned about Sawyer Strong and met them and had them in studio through a gentleman named Buster, who was my old neighbor.
Caballero.
Yes, who works out at the fitness center and has gone through a transformation in the past, I'll say 6-7 months or so, and that's been inspiring as well.
Yes, I'm highlighting him next month.
Oh, great.
I already reached out to him. Yeah, I was like, I'd like to highlight you.
I look forward.
He was awesome about it.
Yeah, he posts these like before and after photos. I'm like, dude, you are killing it, man. It's really, really amazing. Just everyday people, that you're friends with.
And I saw him and Kelly at the fitness center the other day working out together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. There's a lot of extraordinary people that just work there, and you kind of get to rub shoulders with.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything else that we haven't talked about? Like, I know we've talked about the pools, the spa, chiropractic, the red zone. There's a lot of stuff there, and just random stuff that gets added.
They have the Pilates on the deck.
Yes.
See, I didn't even know about that.
Okay,
let's go there.
It? So the Pilates on the deck is it's upstairs. They offer reformers Pilates classes. It is an additional charge, totally worth every single penny. I've been in there. I have used those reformer machines. They're awesome. Kimberly runs that program.
What is Pilates, by the way? Because I think of like, if I had to make it up, it's like yoga and like a little bit of weight or something.
It's definitely, it comes from Joseph Pilates and how he trained his dancers. However, they've morphed it into, anybody can do Pilates, but it's very easy on the joints.
Mm-hmm.
It works deep in the core muscles, so it's very great for posture. I have a friend with multiple sclerosis, and she does Pilates lessons, so it is definitely for elongating the muscles, tall, lean, strong.
That's cool. I feel like I need to go and pretend like I don't have a membership and just get a tour again. And I'm sure they would do that.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much stuff here. Like, why do I just go down and hang out by the weights down there?
I will
There's so much
personally
more.
take you through. I'll give you a tour.
Okay, I need a tour.
I'll give you.
You need a tour.
I do. And then there's we talked about it a little bit, but there's like outdoor tennis. Is there indoor tennis, or was there at one point?
There is still indoor tennis.
There's indoor tennis too.
And there's and they offer tennis lessons. We offer swim lessons there, aside from the South Shore sales.
Okay.
So for younger children, also there are swim lessons.
How young are we talking?
They have the
2, 3
baby classes
toddlers
too,
and
right?
babies
In the summer.
Yes, and in the summer they offer even more classes.
Okay. Yeah,
Get kids pool ready.
My son's 7, but my daughter just turned 3 last week, and so they like to be in the pool, but you can always be.
Oh, she's ready.
A little bit more safe.
More safe, yeah.
My son took those infant survival swim classes when he was very young.
Like with the ISR.
Where they dunk the new baby under the water and it freaks you out at first.
No, and then they put you in the big jacket, right? And the boots, and then they're like, here you go.
Yeah, they just throw them in the water. And I was never there for any of them, but my wife was. And my mom really wanted him to do those classes because they have a pool and we grew up with one. And it's good to be safe, but needless to say, like, he did not, like, he was an infant, less than a year, I guess, and he was like scarred from swimming for a long time. And so I would say last year, like whenever he was about 6, was whenever he finally was okay to get back in the pool. So for our family, it didn't really work out. Like those videos, you see the baby like swimming and then like floating at the top and kind of just like paddling the side. That was not him.
Not your baby?
That was not him.
He was just like, get me out.
No, but now he's comfortable in the water, and that's a good thing. So it took a little bit. But that's the thing.
Not for everyone.
Not for. Oh, hey, my mom actually just tuned in. Hey, Mom. Love you.
Mom.
Thank you for all you do. It's
Hi.
9:33. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy. I'm hanging out with Heather and Sarah, the combo. They are.
I love it.
There with the Fitness Center, South Shore Harbor. There's a lot of stuff over there. It's almost like its own little community.
It is.
Even the conference center that's right back there, the hotel and everything else. Like you go, like I went there 2 years ago, maybe for the first time for the lighting of, no, it was like the gingerbread house reveal.
Oh,
Yes.
Have y'all been to that?
Yes.
It was ridiculously awesome.
They do that every year. That is so. I love that. And then they'll keep the gingerbread house out so anyone can come into the conference center, take pictures.
Yeah.
Kids. I love it.
And then I learned about the polar bear plunge, where you jump in the water if it's cold, or since we're in Texas, it may be nice outside.
I'm not gonna lie, you learned something I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Like
that they
polar
had
bear
one.
plunge. Okay.
Yeah, it's after the gingerbread house reveal, it's just like they pick a day and it's like in the middle of December and you just jump in the water. But that pool is like legit too. It's like a resort.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
When
Super
we were
nice.
building our outdoor pool and constructing our indoor pool, some changes, we actually used the hotel pool for my classes for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It was
I didn't
fun.
know that.
People in the rooms were like looking over the balcony. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's going on? And
Yeah, just like doing the exercises.
the
in
bar would
pool.
open like right after class ended. I
no
was like,
matter
this
what,
is weird.
class shall go on.
No, ladies, do not go to the bar. You just worked
Yeah,
out.
straight from class. It's like at least wait. At least wait a little
like,
bit till I'm not
whoa.
in eyesight.
But finally, our outdoor pool opened, so it worked out.
Okay.
Love that. That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
I didn't know that story.
What is y'all's favorite thing about working at the fitness center? Just to both of y'all. If y'all had to pick just one thing or maybe a couple things, what's your favorite part?
The family.
Yeah,
The family of
absolutely.
just
aspect
everybody?
of the members.
The members and the employees, just who we work with. It's totally just. I mean, they are. Heather and I were talking about this on the way here. They are my family.
Yes.
They are.
That's cool. I was going to say the bathrooms.
The bathrooms are so nice, right?
But that's probably a
And
more appropriate
spa.
answer. The bathrooms are
The
legit.
bistro, that's my favorite part.
The bistro is good too.
And the child care.
The child care. The child care. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's what originally brought me to the
Yeah.
fitness center.
Mm.
I'm from Louisiana. We had moved to Texas about 9 years ago, and about a year and a half after being here, I was pregnant with my second child.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at another gym I won't name, and I had noticed the child care was not what I had liked it to be.
Right.
And so someone had mentioned the fitness center, and they had a special going on at the time. It was their October special that they run, $100, membership. So when you sign on, so I had come in, I had done a tour, and let me tell you, I just knew. I was like, oh my gosh. I thought that, I knew I was home. I had actually I had walked into this cycle room before it was redone, and Christy Drotz was teaching, and she looked at me, and you might have been in the class that day too. You probably were, because that's the noon classes, the cycle. And this was, she looked at me and she said, come on in and play. She's like, come join us. And I never stopped playing.
Yeah.
That's what
And I
Christy is.
started, Christy's our boss.
Yeah, she's the director of the group fitness
Okay.
department, and she likes to say, "Come play." She just calls it play, and
play.
her classes are really intense.
And they're fun.
But they're
and it's like a
fun.
party, and
Yeah.
it's just and it's a family, and she became one of my mentors, and she's the reason I'm teaching today.
Mm-hmm.
She hired me, and it's the reason I'm teaching.
And still playing today.
And still playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heather, for you, would you say your favorite part of being there is a part of like the family aspect, just with everybody, clients and employees?
It is. It is. I mean, that is my favorite part. I'm very much a people person, and the clients they're just down home, ordinary people. But I do love it. It's so nice.
Yeah.
The fitness center is just nice.
You just
You
feel
know,
like you can be who you are.
the bathroom. I mean, just it's very clean and
It
very
is,
well
yeah.
kept, and it's luxurious.
It
but not
is.
for luxurious prices.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
There's like
Yeah.
a sauna. There's a sauna.
You get so
just
much
everything
for
else.
I
what
mean,
you
they
pay
take
for.
your keys. The front desk is so polite.
offer
They have
you
towels. They
towels.
have cups for water. I mean, we could just go on,
Yeah.
and those are great, but it really does come down to the people.
I am spoiled with the towels.
Yeah.
You know
Isn't
what?
that not-
You're so
I know, because
spoiled.
when I go to a different gym, it's like you don't think, and you're like, oh no, I don't have a
Yeah.
towel. Now I must use napkins.
Right.
Yeah. It is like a you walk in and there's like 200 towels. It is like everywhere, brand new, clean. Just like, use it, wipe down equipment, wipe down yourself,
Yeah.
throw it in, get another one if you need or you want, and you're
And
good to go.
Wani has been there working the head of the cleaning housekeeping.
Yeah.
She's
For years.
amazing. She's been there forever. And that that says something when you have employees that have been there for so long.
Mm-hmm. And y'all also feature y'all's employees because on the TVs in the front, and so it's like the employee of the month, and it's cool to be able to read. And I think I might have posted on social media because there was someone, maybe it was the head of the cleaning department, but had her sons and her families in a photo and stuff.
That was, she's not the head of the cleaning department. That was Nikki.
Okay.
And I put those things on the board. I do
Yes,
some of
Sarah
their
does
social
all that.
media.
Yeah.
So I had started as a cycle instructor there, and I'm still a cycle instructor. I teach 5 classes plus a week. This week I'm teaching 7. But I also do some of their social media for them and put things on the board, and I highlight people. And Nikki is awesome. She is just amazing. She's been with us for about a year. She works on the weekends a lot, and
At night.
and at night she goes out of her way and above and beyond. And I couldn't say enough awesome things about her. She's just so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She's so great, and she just really wants to do her job right and is right on things and constantly reloading the towels for me in the cycle room and
Right.
helping,
There's a lot
coming
of
in there
towels.
and cleaning. It's just, yeah, she's great.
That's cool. So there's like 3 places, and my son is 7. He's the oldest, and I'm always thinking, as soon as he's able to get a job, I want him to be able to work in some fashion. And the fitness center, like one of the
Yes.
places, like HEB and Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, I feel like if he works at one of those places, it's a good fit because you walk into those places and there's always good customer service,
Yes.
and it's just like a nice, clean place, and so that's a good environment where I'd be like 100% comfortable with, like, yeah, please
That
go
is
work on the
awesome.
weekend or something. So that always comes to mind.
Yes.
And
Oh,
the
that's so cool.
The people are great, and the bathrooms are great as well, like I mentioned earlier.
Luxurious.
But I forgot that there was the towel, so I need to change my answer. My personal answer is definitely
Those
the
awesome
towels
towels, yeah.
and the water and ice machine and stuff. That's pretty good too. So
we
there's a
have it
lot.
all. We have it all.
Yeah. So if somebody's looking to go check you guys out, can you share the location, maybe y'all's website? How can they find out some information?
It's we're at 3000 Invincible Drive in League City. They can go to the fitness center at southshoreharbor.com. They can find us on Facebook. We are the fitness center at South Shore Harbor. Just punch that in. They can. I don't know the number by heart, but I can grab my phone really quick if you want the number.
Sure. Yeah, you can, because you can always just like schedule a tour or drop in.
You can drop in, and somebody will be there to give you a tour every single hour that we're open.
Yeah.
You don't have to call ahead and schedule. You can just drop
Just pop
in.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd like a tour. And
One thing that I thought was really cool. So me and my wife, we had a membership, and then she had gotten pregnant, and the doctor told her, hey, don't work out, take it easy. And so I just like talked to you guys, and they're like, well, we can put it on hold. It's no big deal. So I was like, okay, and that was a really big, help for us.
Absolutely.
That was really nice.
You just always have to call and talk to us and try to work something out.
Mm-hmm.
So the number is 281-334-2560.
All right, so you can give them a call. Find out some information as well. So is there anything else I would like to share while y'all are here today, or remind people? I think we touched on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But you know what's going to happen?
See us.
Come see us. Fitness is important. Remember, if you
Mhm.
don't use it, you will lose it. Let's all use it.
It's true.
That's what I say.
Yes. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.